Welcome back. Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton will soon announce their running mates. Trump says that he will make a decision this week, while Clinton is reportedly waiting for Trump's announcement before she shares her choice. So who are the late favorites? Matthew Continetti is the editor of the Washington Free Beacon. Welcome, Matthew. And Victoria McGrain is a political reporter for the Boston Globe. Victoria, let's start with you. Hillary just got Sanders' endorsement. If she wants to go left, you say a good choice for her, maybe the Labor Secretary, Tom Perez. Why is that?
Well, I think this is not a year to go with your typical white male politician if you're Hillary Clinton. And Tom Perez, while not widely known, reportedly is very good in front of a crowd, and he brings his Hispanic background, which Latino voters are expected to support Hillary Clinton pretty strongly. But this could be kind of a watershed moment for the Democratic Party in general. It could really solidify that support for generations to come. But we've seen late-breaking news that the Hillary Clinton campaign is vetting a retired four-star Navy admiral, and that is kind of an interesting twist that, the more I think about it, the more interesting that could be.
Let's ask Matthew about that one. That news was just confirmed by our Jennifer Griffin today, the former Supreme Allied Commander of NATO, a four-star admiral, James Stavridis. He's been on this program before. Matthew, that would seem to inoculate Hillary Clinton from critics who say she hasn't done enough good work or solid work on foreign policy.
Admiral Stavridis is a very impressive man. He's at the Fletcher School at Tufts right now. Look, if you're a candidate, you have two options in choosing your VP. You can either try to strengthen your hand or double down, right? So if you want to strengthen your hand and you want to add something to the ticket that's not there, then I think Hillary would probably look for someone like Tom Perez or Elizabeth Warren, because she really needs to excite the left. She has the Bernie endorsement today, but she needs to keep those voters, and she needs to retain the Obama coalition.
Victoria,
she wants to double down. On the other hand, Stavridis might be the person to do it with.
Well, I'm wondering, with Bernie Sanders' endorsement of her today, isn't that enough? Is that going to help her with the left, or does she still need to pull in a lot of people and pick somebody from the left, Victoria?
Well, my colleagues who were there in Portsmouth said there's a lot of Sanders supporters who said they were shocked and saddened that he endorsed her. So there is at least an element of his supporters that are deeply skeptical of Clinton. So I agree, she could really use someone to kind of jazz up the left and get them excited. And that's why I thought, looking at the list of people who are out there, that someone like Perez, who has the potential, even though he's unknown now, to kind of inspire, and he's younger, and sort of inspire those uninspired by Hillary, could be the move she makes.
All right, let's talk about the Republican side. Victoria, you said Chris Christie for Donald Trump. Why?
Oh, I actually thought Mike Pence, the governor of Indiana, was an appealing choice for Donald Trump. I mean, Trump has this problem where a lot of people have kind of preemptively turned him down. But Mike Pence is younger. He's well respected among the conservative community. He's served both in Washington, so he brings that Washington experience that Trump says he's looking for. But he's also currently the governor of Indiana, so he has executive experience. And he could just be seen as sort of the more establishment figure to Donald Trump's, Maverick candidacy.
Speaking of Mavericks, and this would be an interesting selection, Lieutenant General Michael Flynn, he was on Fox and Friends earlier today. Matthew, I'd like to get your reaction to him. Let's listen to just a quick clip.
I think I bring a lot of discipline. I think I bring a focus. I think I bring a knowledge of the world, what's going on around the world, certainly on the foreign policy side. National security, I think what's happening in the homeland is unbelievable. The ideas about, what Donald Trump has said about immigration, I think are very true.
But Donald Trump says national security, that is his strong suit. Matthew, will he pick General Flynn?
I think Trump's intrigued by the idea of having a general. He likes to say he's the most militaristic man around, and also a general's the ultimate outsider because he's not connected to politics. But I think General Flynn's rounds on the talk shows, and in particular some comments he made about abortion, have maybe cheapened or lessened his pull within the Trump camp. I think right now Mike Pence would be kind of the strengthen your hand option for Trump, because it would bring kind of legitimacy, an office holder, someone with Washington experience, well liked among conservatives. But if you want to double down and you're Donald Trump, I think it has to be Newt Gingrich, someone who shares a lot in common with you in terms of populism and also just kind of outsized personality, but also who brings kind of not only the Washington experience, but that great Gingrichian kind of view of the world and connecting ideas to reality.
But
so I'd put it between Pence or Gingrich for Trump.
Could you imagine Chris Christie and Donald Trump in the same room, those personalities? That would be certainly fascinating. Unfortunately, we have more candidates than we have time for, so we'll have to have you back to talk about this again. Matthew Continetti, thank you so much, and Victoria McGrain, thanks as well. John?
Thank you.
So